Hello, everyone. I'm so glad to meet and serve you. Our discussion for today is all about straight line and its preliminary concepts. And this is Engineer Danilo M. Guzman Jr. Let us now start our discussion. Now, in this given C board exam problem, situation number 8, we have to determine the midpoint of the line joining these 2 points A, 3, and 4, and B, 2 and -6. And also, these are the following choices shown below. We have 5 over 2 and -1 for letter A, 1 up and 5, 3 and 5, -3 and -10. And also, for the start of our solution process, let us have our given first. Let A be the point P sub 1, wherein x sub 1 is equal to 3 and y sub 1 equals 4. How about point P sub 2? Let B be the point P sub 2. We have x sub 2 is equal to 2 and y sub 2 as -6. And in order to solve this given board exam problem, let us have a recall first of our midpoint formula. We have MP of x and y, wherein we can calculate x as x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over 2. And to calculate for y, we have y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over 2. And then afterward, by substitution process, solving for the value of x, we have the value of x as 5 over 2. And also, but of course, solving for the value of y, we can have a result of -1. Then finally, our final answer to this given board exam problem, we have its midpoint as 5 over 2 and -1. The abscissa is 5 over 2, while ordinate is -1. And then let's try another C board exam problem, situation number 9. The equation of line 1 is 3x plus 4y plus 7 equals 0, and the other line is 2x plus 6y minus 8 equals 0. We have to determine the angle between these two lines, wherein the following choices are 18.435 degrees, 16.753 degrees, 15 degrees, and 30 degrees. And for the start of our solution, let line 1 be equal to 3x plus 4y plus 7 equals 0. And we have to convert to slope-intercept form. This 3x plus 4y plus 7 equals 0. After we have transposed 4x and 7 to the right-hand side of the equation, as we can see, we have now 4y equals -3x minus 7. Then afterward, we have to divide each term of the equation by 4, since the number being multiplied by y is 4. Finally, our line 1 in its slope-intercept form, we have y equals -3 over 4 of x minus 7 over 4. And by inspection, it was very clear that the value of slope m sub 1 is equal to -3/4. Let us then now proceed to line 2. 2x plus 6y minus 8 equals to 0. All we have to do is to convert it also to slope-intercept form. The equation 2x plus 6y minus 8 equals 0. As we can see in this given equation, 2x and -8 were transposed to the right-hand side of the equation. That is why 2x now is -2x and -8 is +8. Then afterward, we have to divide its term of the equation by 6 since 6 is the number being multiplied by y. Finally, we now have our line 2 in its slope-intercept form. And we have it as y equals negative 1/3 of x plus 4 over 3. And then by inspection or comparison process, we can see now that the value of slope m sub 2 is equal to negative 1/3. Finally, solving for the angle between two lines, given the formula as shown below, that theta is equals to inverse tangent of m2 minus m1 over 1 plus m1 times m2. Using Canon F789 SGA, we have to press the shift button, and then it was very clear that this will be shown to us in the monitor of our calculator, Canon F789 SGA. But of course, we have to press the fraction symbol after pressing the inverse tangent. Well, but of course, we have to calculate now using our Canon F789 SGA calculator. Then finally, our answer to this C board exam problem, situation number 9, the angle is equal to 18.435 degrees. Now let's have another problem. C board exam, situation number 10. The equation of the line 1 is 3x plus 4y plus 7 equals 0. And the other line is 3x plus 4y minus 15 is equal to 0. We have to determine the distance between these two parallel lines. And the choices are the following: 4.4, 3.4, 2.4, and 5 units. And for the start of our solution, let us have our line 1, wherein the value of a is equal to 3, b is equal to 4, and c sub 1 equals 7. While line 2, wherein the equation is 3x plus 4y minus 15 equals 0, the value of a is also 3, and b is also 4, while c sub 2 is equal to negative 15. Well, but of course, in order to solve the distance between these two parallel lines, let us have a recall first of our formulas. For line 1, we have ax plus by plus c sub 1 equals 0. And line 2, ax plus by plus c sub 2 is equal to 0, wherein our distance between parallel line formula is equal to the difference of c sub 1 and c sub 2 all over plus or minus square root of a square plus b square. And then afterward, by substitution process, using the formula of distance between parallel lines, we can now start calculating using our calculator. Finally, our final answer to this C board exam problem is 22.5 units or 4.4 units. And now let's have another problem. We have to determine the distance from a point 3 and 4 to a line 3x plus 4y plus 6 equals 0. And then the following choices are 5.2, 6.2, 7.2, and 8.2. And for the start of our solution process, let us all add the given first. A, 3 and 4, wherein x sub 1 is equal to 3 and y sub 1 equals 4. The value of A is 3, B is equal to 4, and C is equal to 6. Then, let us have a recall of our formula. D is equal to ax sub 1 plus by sub 1 plus c all over plus or minus square root of a square plus b square. And then by substitution process and using the formula, Let us now start computing using our calculator the distance from a point to a line. Finally, our final answer to this given board exam problem is 31 over 5 or 6.2 units. Now let's have another board exam problem. What is the acute angle between the lines y is equal to 3x plus 2 and y equals 4x plus 9, given the following choices: 4.398, 28.3, 5.2, 18.6. And of course, our given to this given problem, we have slope 1 as 3 and slope 2 as 4. Finally, using the angle between two lines formula, our final answer to this given board exam problem is 4.398 degrees.